Before learning how laser hair therapy works to reinvigorate hair growth, it is important to understand how hair grows. Each strand of hair in your scalp consists of a hair shaft, which is visible above the skin, and a hair root, which resides in the hair follicle beneath the skin's surface. Projecting into the base of each hair follicle and hair root is a structure called the dermal papilla, which is composed of rapidly dividing cells. These cells pack together in the hair follicle, forming the hair shaft. Hair grows in a three-phase cycle. In an initial phase known as anagen, the hair is actively growing in the hair follicle. During a transitional phase known as catagen, the hair follicle retracts and pulls away from the dermal papilla, causing the hair to stop growing. In a final resting phase known as telogen, the hair follicle remains inactive. As the anagen phase begins again in the following cycle, the old hair shaft is often pushed out by the new hair as it grows. Individuals experience pattern baldness when their hair follicles begin to miniaturize. As hair follicles miniaturize, the new hair shafts they produce become progressively smaller and finer with each successive hair cycle. Eventually, some of the hair follicles become too miniaturized and weak to generate hair and fall into a dormant state. Follicles can remain in a dormant state for a few years until ultimately they stop producing hair. Laser hair therapy successfully stimulates hair follicles to reverse the miniaturization process, returning small, fine hairs to healthy, normal-sized hairs. It has also been shown to stimulate dormant follicles, restoring their productivity. Laser hair therapy stimulates miniaturized hair follicles with nourishing laser light energy. A laser concentrates light waves of a specific wavelength into a coherent beam of monochromatic light. Humans can see a range of energy as colored light, known as the visible light spectrum. Laser hair therapy emits low-energy light from the red portion of this spectrum, which has been hypothesized to increase blood circulation, promote cellular activity, and reverse the natural breakdown of cells, which is known as apoptosis. Hair follicles subject to increased blood circulation receive more nutrients and eliminate more waste, thus producing healthier hair. It is believed that cells treated with laser hair therapy convert the emitted light energy to adenosine triphosphate, ATP, a molecule that provides cells with usable energy. As extra ATP is produced and more energy becomes available to cells, cellular activity increases. Cells use the increased energy to rebuild miniaturized hair follicles, creating a healthy environment for hair production. An FDA study was performed on the efficacy of the MEP90 laser hair growth stimulation system. The FDA study concluded that after 52 treatments, 97% of participating subjects presented an increased hair count of more than 20%, with 77% having an increase of more than 51% more hair. The initial 10-week, 18-week, and 26-week hair counts were recorded with 100% of subjects presenting an upward trend of hair growth from the beginning to the end of the treatments.